phone if it sound good too. Like put the YouTube joint on the phone. Yo, everyone, what's up? What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the Medium Ghetto podcast on Medium Ghetto Mondays. There's a chance it's gonna be Medium Ghetto Thirsty Thursdays one day, depending on my shift. We'll figure out some changes here. But with that, let me play the intro. Let me know what y'all think.
It's medium, ghetto, intelligent, her conversation, so won't you come hang with the gang? Relatable topics from coming up broke to the nonsense, they all come along with these dames. From trust funds to trapping, we cover it all in with laughter, so won't you come grab you a seat? From O's to Othello, you know that we medium, ghetto, and nothing can even compete.
Bam. There you go. Oh yeah, we are.
Yep.
It's always fun watching. Just watch yourself, fix yourself on your phone. But welcome everybody. Today we got Sharif in the building. He is from the side of my family where I say smart things too, apparently. So today we're actually gonna be talking about high food costs, why they're high. We're gonna be talking about eggs. We're gonna talk about why shit is skyrocketing. What was the difference? We're gonna be talking about the difference in pay relative to what it used to be to have a household. We're going to be talking about all that stuff. Sharif, introduce yourself again. How did we meet each other?
I'm Sharif. I met him through my fiance. Our families are intertwined. So my fiance is, my fiance is his sister's brother-in-law's sister.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Sister's husband's sister.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It look like my Middle Eastern cousin or something, some far cousin at this point. I guess that's what that means. But with that, we are going to start. So, food costs, right?
Definitely.
Food prices have been on a rise due to inflation. This is the reason. Supply chain disruptions related to the pandemic and tariffs. So what that means is like pretty much during the pandemic, all the factories were shut down, so no movement, right? So much food, so much businesses lost a lot of money. So many people couldn't ship things, and y'all couldn't get your avocados from Mexico. You ever had the avocados from Mexico?
Yep.
Exactly. Why they gotta say it's from Mexico in the brand?
Y'all taste the same to me,
right?
Yeah. So with this, done a lot of research, and a lot of this is also due to things that are going on overseas. Mm-hmm. As far as the war, newly war, and then the conflicts that's been going on for a very long time. Supply chains have stopped over there. First it started with things happening over in Russia. As far as trying to get oils, breads, like wheat and stuff like that, and now stuff that's going on with Ukraine and Israel and all that. All that has a lot to do with our inflation, because we're not getting a lot of goods coming in, and we don't have a lot.
Isn't it crazy how much we outsource food though?
Yeah.
To the point where we're paying so much more money now. That's how much food we outsource from different places.
Yeah, I feel like everything that we get from other places, we can just do it here.
Yeah.
We used to do a lot of it here, but I couldn't even tell you why we started buying from other places. I haven't found an actual good answer. It's always, we did it because we wanted to help other countries with their labor.
That's a good answer. That's the best answer I've heard. That's the most politically correct answer. Yeah, but the real answer is labor costs, my man. So labor costs is cheaper everywhere else. And labor costs is the main cost in your business. You pay the most for labor costs in business.
Yep.
That's your highest cost. If you can turn that to a tenth of the labor, and you can save so much more money. And then they were letting people import things into the country for free for so long. So you don't have to pay many taxes. So it was much more beneficial for business people to import things. With that, like food prices have increased by 3% from September to last September. In comparison, there was an 11% increase over the same period in 2021 after the pandemic. with that being said, like, how much is inflation increasing? Like, the cost of living here is increasing, though.
So just the cost of living, like for example, like rent has gone up, like a lot. The prices of cars have gone up, and interest rates have gone up. Prices of homes have gone up, and the interest rates have gone up. And people don't really seem to understand, like, even when something goes up like 1% for it's a lot. I mean, especially when you're talking about hundreds of thousands of dollars when it comes to homes. A $300,000 house, 4 years ago, average interest rate, you're looking at 4% interest. Now, looking at the same house, you're looking at 8% interest, and that's a good interest rate.
God damn.
It's insane. It's
I mean, is renting any better?
No, not really. I feel like it's a lose-lose in this country right now. At least with a mortgage, that payment's going towards something. With rent, you're just giving money to somebody. That's
right about
really,
that. I remember
really all it is.
And we get the worst landlords lately. They want you to have a perfect credit score. They want you to pretty much have a down payment for 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
Then they want you to fit your furniture in a house where it can't even fit. So
exactly.
You got 1 bedroom apartment like $1,500 in a good neighborhood. Now you got to worry about like the danger if you go to a bad neighborhood.
Yeah, and then the rent there is ridiculous too. And then, like even with the food prices, like they'll tell you, oh yeah, it's only going up a couple of percent. But if you look at this from last year, like if you, for example, if you shop at Costco or if you shop at like Sam's Club or BJ's, like you get the big thing of flour, it was $6. This year is $12.
God damn,
it's $12 for flour.
It's mainly because of Ukraine and the war. So a lot of things we got from Ukraine.
Yeah.
Ukraine was a bread capital
of the world.
So they served over 10% of the world worldwide in Ukraine with bread products because Ukraine is having some trouble over there. Hope everything gets better for them. We'll pay a lot more in bread.
Yeah, it's insane, and it kind of makes it hard to grocery shop because you, like, for example, you'll try to meal plan for a week. Like, all right, we're gonna make dinner. We're gonna make this for Monday, this Tuesday, this Wednesday. But it's like you're spending so much money. It's like it's almost the same as to eat out.
On some real stuff, I've been doing like broccoli and garlic sauce at Chinese store, $8. But I made a meal for each day. It would be around like $12.
Mm-hmm. And that's just one meal. We're just talking one meal. We're not talking breakfast, lunch, dinner. So, grocery costs, food at home, rose by 2.4% year over year and saw a slight 0.2% 0.2% rise from August to September 2023.
So that was just 1 month.
Yeah, it's like people don't think that's a lot. That's a lot.
And then restaurant food prices increased by 6% year over year, with a about 0.4% from August to September. So restaurants have been going up. Like, we've been paying crazy. We've been paying a crazy amount of things like money for wings, yo.
Yeah. Like, for example, I'll use it for example. Every year for my anniversary, we go to nice restaurants. Last year we went to Ocean Prime. That's one of our favorite restaurants. And we went there first time a couple years ago. We were like, oh, this bill is actually cheaper than what I thought it was going to be. For a good dinner, we were spending $100 for
God
2
damn.
of us. $100 now.
My favorite's cheap.
Yeah,
seafood.
Exactly. It's like I get a steak, she gets like a salmon, whatever her stuff. We get a bunch of sides and stuff. And then we went like this past year, and it was almost $200, if not more than that, for the same. I get the same thing. She get the same thing. It's insane. It's just like I don't complain because the food's good. I mean, you get what you pay for, and that's just the price. That's just the price you gotta pay for good food. But it's double.
I think mainly because of labor costs too.
Mm-hmm.
Because everyone's been getting raises. I don't know about your job, but during the last 2 years, many people been getting at least $1 raise minimum.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm in a union, so we get raises regardless. But just even jobs that are outside union, I mean, they have to pay them more because people are just gonna go somewhere else.
Yeah, it's competitive. I think they said if for every 2 jobs, there's 1 job filled at this moment.
Mm-hmm.
We're actually underemployed in America right now. People don't have either you got a job that can't pay the bills entirely, or you don't have a job at all at this point.
Yeah,
people are literally staying home because daycare costs too much.
Daycare costs more than the mortgage,
right? What? That's crazy. It's like $1,500.
Yes, literally $1,500 a week.
So takeout, right? Meals have rose by 6.4% year over year, while full service meals have went up by just about 5.1. So I'll blame it on DoorDash, bro.
Oh yeah, it's. I want to blame it on DoorDash and Uber Eats, but I also want to blame it on people because we're lazy. If we went and got our own food, I mean, you'd be saving yourself so much more money. Because you fees and you gotta tip the drivers and whatnot. I mean, they can use the argument, well, it's creating jobs. Like, yeah, it's creating jobs, but it's also costing us a bunch of money. So
I can be the devil's advocate on it. Like, who has a lot of people need 2 jobs now?
Yeah.
What person do you know that doesn't have 2 jobs?
I don't know a lot of people who don't work 2 jobs. And they work 1 job, their job pays them really well. Or
they working overtime.
Yeah. That's it. Like there's the days of working 40 hours a week and being comfortable is just not happening. It's not happening.
It's over with. If so, let me know what y'all think in the comments about. Are y'all still working over 40 or 60? Let me know. So influence includes inflation, increased labor costs, and the ongoing war in Ukraine and the supply chain. Droughts and wildfires in the western U.S. resulted in lower average crop yields. I'm just going to be negative at this point. And the war in Ukraine affected the global wheat and corn market, with Ukraine contributing significantly to both.
Which we both touched on.
Yeah, so it's crazy to think about all these things are happening, and they're just bringing it up. And I blame it on this. Why do we have so much outsourcing going on right here?
It's just, it's just like I said, labor costs. So it'll just cost too much to pay American citizens to do jobs that people who aren't American citizens will happily do because it pays them more than what they might get in their country. So also, like, I feel like a lot of times Americans we're very prideful people, even though we don't like to admit it. Because who wants to be in the field all day working, chopping down
we're
stuff?
too good for that.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I don't like. Everybody wants to be an office worker, and everyone wants to make so much money from being an office worker. But when you're an office worker, usually administrative or a supportive role, support roles don't make the money for the company. Mm-hmm. So I don't think we should be looking to sit on our ass and not make any, still make a great amount of money. Mm-hmm. I think they do need to award the people like laborers and the people who are creating the income in the company more.
Yeah, they're the ones who are actually making you the money.
Yeah,
they're the most important piece of companies.
But nobody wants to be that.
No.
I just heard about Target. So Target warehouses, right? Mm-hmm. So apparently they got Target warehouse. When you work there as a Target person, they say, work is so easy, it's really good. But they said you can't leave. You can't leave Target once you enter unless in the shift. So you literally have to go in there, stay for 10 hours straight, and then leave. You can't leave for anything, or you gotta leave for the whole day.
So during lunchtime, you gotta stay.
Yeah.
There. But their lunches aren't paid.
I mean, I think one lunch might be paid. One lunch. But it's 30 minutes.
That's not even a lunch. I don't understand the 30-minute lunch. I don't understand it. Like, unless you're bringing lunch with you every day, which most people don't. Because most people will just go somewhere quick. Mm-hmm. Like, what's 30 minutes? What is 30 minutes?
If you left, you probably take 20 minutes to get your food and 10 minutes to eat, 2 minutes or 5 minutes just to walk back to the time clock.
Literally, like, you have no time to yourself at all.
You didn't even relax.
Especially on a 10-hour shift, it's crazy. I need at least an hour.
Yeah, it's a bad job.
You need at least an hour.
But like things like that, like that's what those type of people do. Need to get paid more, get more benefits because they're creating money for the company.
Definitely.
But we're gonna talk about the significant price increases, right? Mm-hmm. Let me see what we got. Okay, increases. You know what a frankfurter is? Frankfurters?
A hot dog?
Yes, glizzies. So glizzies have increased by 6.8%.
That's wild. That's crazy. I mean, I don't really buy hot dogs, but like, I'm like giving them to my son. But like, that's wild.
Travis loves the glizzies.
Oh wow.
So talk about the glizzy fetish.
Oh yeah.
But like that's crazy. 6.8%. I think because everybody's making fun of glizzies. Eggs only 0.9% in last year. All right, so decreases. Salad dressing. Is it when people trying to lose weight or something? 3.5% for salad dressing decrease. We got 2.3% for soups. Condiments is 2.2%. Potatoes is 2%. I'm about to eat more potatoes. And ham is 1.9% decrease.
I guess it's like who, like I thought this information could be misleading because, if you go in the grocery store, like.
I think it depends on which one you go
exactly.
to. You gotta really be an active shopper and you gotta always shop around. They'll go to Giants at this point.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I go to Price right now or like ShopRite or something because Giant is insane.
You know
insane.
what?
3 items, $100.
Yeah, you know what? Store is really good that people don't know about for dry and soups and canned goods and like ramen. Walmart.
Really?
Yeah, go there. So I literally bought a bigger bag of smoothie stuff for like a fourth the price versus Giant. And I bought hemp seeds like a fourth the price with a bigger bag. Like Walmart has the best prices. I was surprised. They had the best dry goods. I remember when I worked at my last job, I told my boss, you need to go to Walmart. They have way better prices than Giant when it comes to that simple canned goods. Don't buy any meats and fruits, of course. Don't buy anything fresh.
I don't like buying milk, eggs, nothing from there.
Yo, who said I got a steak from Walmart? You get a steak from Walmart, you desperate.
That's wild. Just go to Chili's or something, dude.
Like people that buy steaks from Walmart, I think you probably live in your car.
Yeah, that's insane. Or don't eat the steak.
Just don't eat the steak. All right, and so eggs after the pandemic, remember eggs were really, really high.
Yeah, almost $10 a freaking pack.
So they have decreased by 14%.
Yeah,
that's how high they were.
Yeah, I believe that because like I remember when eggs were like almost $10 for 12. And just like, who's paying that much for eggs? And like I saw like a bunch of threads and stuff on TikTok, like people who were like bakery owners and stuff like that. Like that hit them harder than it would hit me.
Yeah,
because they're buying hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them, and it's just like it costs them a lot. And then a lot of their goods had to like a lot of their cakes and desserts their prices had to go way up just to compensate.
Damn. Yeah, and like you can't be paying your donuts like that. You know what? You know what's crazy though? A Krispy Kreme donut still is the best donut. Or like duck donuts.
Never had that.
Duck donuts it's a cake donut. You they use cake batter instead of dough.
Oh no, I never had that.
That shit crazy.
I might try that.
And then I don't know if you eat pork, but they have like a maple bacon donut. And so many people purchase that.
Oh, I definitely eat pork. That's one
thing. It's a maple bacon donut. People always get it, and they always ask me to buy them. I think a duck donut.
Where's that
at? There's one in Delaware. I think that might be the closest one. I think there's like one close in PA too. Look it up. You'll be good. So duck donuts, banging.
That sounds fire actually.
So pork went down. See, look at that. We talked about
bacon. Bacon has definitely gone down.
Definitely went down.
I almost thought about not eating pork anymore because of the price of freaking pork.
I think what's crazy. I'm a little skeptical when things go down because I do food manufacturing, and the reason why a lot of stuff go down is because they start to cut the quality.
Especially on this one thing, I buy like my fiance gets mad at me because I'll buy the most expensive bacon. Like I don't like buying cheap bacon because like I know like pork is one of those meats like just get the good stuff. Like don't do it. Not with pork. You can get away with like with little beef and chicken. Do not buy cheap pork. You will definitely regret it. It just.
The cheap pork is like they pretty much they feed the cow. I said the cow. They feed the pig whatever, and
Exactly.
rock with it.
Yeah, like they just feed a slop. Like I don't. That's no, because then, like if for example, if you buy cheap bacon and you buy expensive bacon, they taste different. They don't taste the same.
Yeah, pigs or whatever you feed them.
Yeah, I mean that's for any animal, really though.
Yeah, I remember I had I'm vegan now, but I had a pork tenderloin in the military. I thought it was turkey. It was a pork tenderloin the whole time. You know, turkey is like white.
Yeah,
that shit was amazing. It was way better. It was a white meat of the pig.
That pig was eating rice.
Bro, that was a good healthy ass pig. Good job, pig. It was better than chicken. It was better because it was like lean, but a little bit not even lean and fatty. It was perfect. I was like, damn, this is actually better than shit. I thought that shit was. I was like, yo, I don't know what the fuck I was eating. I just seen something that looked like chicken, not to say with me at that. The whole time I was eating pork. But oranges, go back to oranges though. Next down 4%, 4.1. Butter is down. Listen, you was right. The bakeries win. Mm-hmm. Lettuce and cheese products are down both. That's down 2.8. So tacos are in. So pretty much what this says is you make tacos.
It's cheap.
And then let's talk about increased. So frozen carbonated juices are damn.
That's wild. 21.3% increase.
God damn. Frozen vegetables.
Wow. Yeah, 11.6. So you can't even eat healthy. You eat how do you do it? Not eating meat, bro. Like it gotta be expensive.
It's actually cheaper. It's cheaper. A lot of people don't realize frozen veggies are cheaper. So frozen veggies is only $2 a bag. And you get as much as you get if you get them fresh.
Really?
Yeah. But here's the thing, there's a debate. They think that frozen veggies are more healthier than fresh veggies because fresh veggies, I think all the days is getting transported. So it's getting all the days of losing its health benefits. But frozen veggies, they stay at the same nutrient level.
When they freeze them.
Yeah, when they freeze them, because they freeze them at the freshness.
I can understand that.
So you think
you have to worry about the bugs being on it, and because you don't wash frozen meat, you ain't gotta wash it. I mean, frozen vegetables, you ain't got
exactly. So you can imagine, like,
I guess it makes sense.
It's probably like $3 a bag now. Mm-hmm. It was like $1.80 or $2 for a bag of broccoli or something. Mm-hmm. It's cheap. It's easier.
Fresh vegetables are definitely more expensive.
But beef steaks up 9.7%.
I mean, I believe it. Like,
I believe it. Man, steak. I don't. That's why I don't understand how people can still eat meat, man. Because this is expensive. I'm happy I went. I'm saving a lot of money just eating vegetables. I'm about to go eat me some grass as soon as we done.
Grass and ranch.
Grass and ranch, pretty much. We got white bread.
7.8%.
God damn. I don't even. But I just prefer potato.
Oh yeah, potato bread is definitely my go-to. 1,000%.
You know what I don't like? It's coming near Thanksgiving. This is my rant. So one time, which is a lot of trouble in the family, I had nowhere to go for Thanksgiving. And my friend, he invited me over. And, my friend, he's more of the lighter side of the human race. And I was like, I love like candy yams, jams, sweet potatoes, whatever.
Yeah, none of that.
My man only had mashed, but he had the driest menu ever. Like, why you having Thanksgiving?
Imagine Thanksgiving? Their Thanksgiving isn't the same as ours. Like, their go-to is like turkey, mashed potatoes, green bean casserole. Casserole this, casserole that, corn.
Who the hell invented the casserole? It's ruining so many lives.
I mean, it don't taste good. I guess you can make it good, but like I've never had a good casserole, anything good casserole.
You never had a taco casserole?
That sounds fire, actually.
Really, a burrito casserole?
It probably wasn't made by the people we're talking about.
Probably had some raisins in that joint.
Oh yeah. I've seen that at a work. Everybody brought food in for a cookout, and we're making jokes. I bet somebody's gonna bring potato salad with raisins, and there was potato salad with raisins. I looked at it.
The first person is the person that actually eats it.
I didn't touch it.
Did somebody eat it?
Yeah, people that we're thinking of, they were eating it. Now, there was a couple of them, my best friend included, because he's part of that group. He was like, I'm not touching that.
You know what's crazy about you being in a union? So, like, unions are, human resources. So, unions are actually a lot of human resources' biggest fears because we got to negotiate and you got to stop our whole process. Mm-hmm. But I honestly, I'm not pro union at all.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not against unions. But that's crazy. I just want better pay for like better performance.
Mm-hmm. Good. Definitely.
I just thought about that shit.
Even in my union, we have two sides. We have an A side, we have a B side. So I do HVAC, heating, air conditioning, ventilation, cool. And on the B side, we do more of like a light residential. Or it ain't light residential. It's like smaller smaller apartment buildings, I should say. Like the A side is more commercial. They do like the Comcast buildings and stuff like that.
Yeah,
air conditioning. And those systems are 30 ton, like they're massive. Like the systems are the size of this house. Like so so the price, the difference in pay is drastic between the two of us. Like, somebody in my position, like you would expect to be making between like 30 to close to 40. On their side, like when that's like our take home, like we get more like the union rate, like our union rate will be like is for leads was like 48 or $49 an hour, but you don't get that the whole thing. Like including in that, there's like union dues, stuff like that, and like your annuity, pension, and stuff like that. So like, but like your take home is between like 30-ish to almost 40.
That's good. So that's amazing.
A side, their take home is like 60, 65, $70 an hour, and their full pack is like almost $100. Yeah. I'm trying to go over yonder.
God damn,
I'm trying to go over yonder.
Shoot, I definitely understand.
Yeah, but no, we definitely as a whole we're big on we do a lot of work. Like it isn't like regular residential like install like one home a day. Like we're doing we're working, and it's like we want to get paid for what we're doing. Like we're making these companies billions of dollars, and we want to get paid good for it.
Yo, if you wasn't in a union, they would cheat the shit out of you. I could see that. I could see both making like maybe 20, 25 an hour, or maybe 30.
It depends. So, for example, my first workplace, they paid okay, but you didn't really. Summertime was like, oh, you're working, and then as soon as summertime was over, it was like you're barely working. So, but like the last place I was at, like they paid very well for not being a union, extremely well, but the benefits were horrible. Horrible benefits, horrible health insurance. It was called like for me to cover, like for example, if I was married, for me to cover my wife, my son, it would be over $1,000 a month just in health insurance. So like at that point, it's like you're getting paid. It's like all that money going to insurance.
Honestly, like how much we pay at my job for health insurance for a whole family? People only pay like, let's say you have 4 kids and you have a spouse. The highest I've seen them pay is $100 a paycheck.
Yeah, I'll pay.
Maybe they pay $300 to $400 a month, which is cheap.
Yeah, for a lot of people, yeah. I pay $0 a month for health insurance, and they cover. I can have 20 kids; they'll cover all.
Are you gonna have 20 kids?
Absolutely not.
All right,
absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Well, Brit Beef and Veal and bread products, high shit. All right, so let's talk about eggs. This is where we're gonna go. The price of eggs more than doubled at the beginning of 2022 and peaking in January 2023.
I remember they were like almost $10.
It's because of the bird flu,
yep.
And the egg supply. So the motherfuckers was rare to get eggs.
How do birds get the bird flu? Like, how does that even work?
Yeah, right?
Like, are they just lying to us? Yeah, we're not.
Look how many birds died, dude.
58 million birds died. Wow.
58 million birds died in the U.S. by 2020. Damn. Due to the bird flu marking the largest outbreak in history.
That's a lot of birds.
You were like, I didn't know birds get the bird flu. What happened to the veterinarians?
But how do the birds?
What y'all doing your fucking job?
How do the birds get the bird flu? Like, how? I need someone to explain that to me.
Can we get a vet on here?
Like,
but
that's a lot of birds. I mean, I understand it. I mean, there's less birds less chickens to make eggs, and you gotta compensate for it.
All right, we gotta stop grazing over 58 million birds. If 58 million people went,
that's different. Because there's more animals on this planet than there are people.
But like, you understand, like a farm be like only like 300 or maybe 4,000 birds at big farms. You know how many fucking farms that is?
It's a lot of farms.
That's like a whole half a
farms.
country of farms just wiped out.
It's a lot of farms. Can
you imagine going into your chicken coop and flu is contagious? Your whole chicken coop dies.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine that. I couldn't imagine there.
But also the thing that's crazy, like, all right, you buy chicken wings, right? How many when you go to the bar, how many wings you order?
Yeah, at minimum more than 10 piece, 15 piece at minimum.
Is it like the wing dangs or is it really like a whole?
No, it's never a whole chicken wing. It's always like the little wing dang.
The problem with the whole, this is my beef, but I'm a vegan. I'm so mad about this shit. Y'all literally settle for less. Y'all let them sell us half a chicken wing, the same price as a chicken wing. Yeah. And now look, we're dealing with it. It's not my fault. It's y'all fault. Accepting things, but so let's say you buy 8 wings, right? 8 full wings. Probably you just killed 8 chickens.
No, I killed 4 chickens because 8 chicken wings. That's 2.
Oh wings. Yeah, right.
I killed 4, and I don't care.
So every time that 8
listen,
you murdered a 4-piece chicken.
I couldn't care less. There's a food pyramid. Like it's a pyramid. I mean, I'm on top of that. I'm on top of that thing for a reason. Thank you very much.
I feel bad.
It's worse for the environment to be vegan. You know how many bees y'all kill?
We don't eat bees.
No.
We don't eat honey. Vegans don't eat honey.
No. Like, I'm talking about bees lay on. They crawl like regular vegetables just to crawl on them and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, birds, raccoons and stuff.
I guess you say like the nectars and stuff.
Yeah, I mean you know, y'all kill a lot of animals too to protect y'all stuff. Don't come at me.
I mean,
I like my chicken. I like my beef. Pause. I like my pork. Listen, I'm not gonna stop eating it. I'll have a salad.
The problem is that with the whole animal thing is that we abuse it. We use I think we use 10 to 30% of all the water is contributed to animal farms.
Really?
That's how bad it is. Like gallon. So that's the only reason. Like it's not even an animal, bro.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure if I actually sat down and watched the video on how like animals were slaughtered, I'll probably be like, oh.
Yeah, I watched the video by accident. That's the first time I actually came into contact with veganism.
Yeah.
You know the old Comcast cable remotes, cable boxes with no buttons. You can't change the channel. You lost your remote. It's over. So I woke up and I was like, damn, let me change the channel. Like shit, black people always losing the remote. Mm-hmm. I can't find a remote, so I'm watching the cow get murdered. Mm-hmm. I was like, all right, I guess I gotta figure this out. He tased the cow in the head. The cow like drool out of his mouth, and then they hang the cow by its legs over a drain, and then they slice the cow's throat. And then blood slowly trickles down.
Oh, I've seen the video. I've seen a couple, but
so you got like foaming, like a cow foaming from the mouth, bleeding out the neck slowly while still being alive but being unconscious because you just tased it in the brain. I was like, holy shit. Bro, I didn't eat a cheesesteak at lunch. I was in high school. It's like, bro, you good? It's like, fucking fries, bro.
Yeah, I don't want this. I don't want this.
He said, oh shit.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's better ways to do that, but that's a bit rough.
Yeah, I was like,
I couldn't imagine waking up out of sleep and you see that. I can imagine there's nightmares after that. Yeah, absolutely.
Like, yo, as a kid too, you just like. So I didn't realize what the word slaughter meant until then. I was like, all right, when you kill somebody, you just you get hit. One good time.
Like you're like
slicing is
like slicing and like stuff everywhere. It's not pretty.
It's not a messy slaughtering people or slaughtering animals. Is not like
it's a messy job.
But killing, I'm not saying killing is better, but I'm saying slaughtering is it's crazy.
It gotta be a more humane way to do it.
Yeah, my bro, and that's why I'm like, halal. But let's talk about halal. These animals live a great life, and then they're killed by their loved ones.
I mean, yeah, I heard that halal was a way of, like, I guess like how you like butcher the animal and everything.
Yeah.
Like what is it actually like what makes something halal?
They don't know they're dying.
Huh?
So what happens is this is a belief, right? So whatever you eat, you digest their trauma. So if you have an animal who has less trauma and is real, like well fed and like well preserved and well raised, you digest less trauma in your mind.
Okay.
So the thing is, like, it's a trauma. It's a privileged animal that doesn't know it's actually about to die, so it doesn't die in fear. So you have less of that chemical reactions and negativity in your body, bro.
I mean, I could see if you're I can see if you're religious, like how that would be important.
Yeah, like because energy isn't created or destroyed; it just moves.
Yeah.
So you got all that negative animal energy in your body.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, yeah, definitely, yeah. I got a better understanding of it, man. I just never, I never knew
all the chickens you ate from KFC that was genetically bred to die.
Yeah.
They're too fat to run.
Yeah.
They were unhealthy their entire life, and then they're murdered in fear.
I mean, listen, I understand.
That 8-piece crispy combo with mashed potatoes,
extra crispy.
Like you taste the 30% of fear and trauma for the rest of their lives.
I taste all them damn spices they said they got in that.
And traumas.
Some extra ketchup.
It's nothing but spices and traumas.
It tastes nice.
The good old, like, damn, some good trauma.
Uh-huh. Extra crispy trauma.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yo, but wholesale eggs, right, are projected to fall by 26% in 2023. Egg production expecting to increase by 4%. Good news.
Okay.
I got one more thing for us, though. Let's go over one more thing. Brand. There it is. So, I was looking on Nerd Wallet. By the way, if you check out Nerd Wallet, they teach you how to save money and everything. So, here's the thing. This is a way for you to actually budget for your groceries. It's called the 50-30-20 method, right? So, you can help work out how much you spend on groceries based on a specific income and expenses. Right? If your monthly take home is $3,200, if you make $20 an hour, which most y'all do, you're not bringing home that much. I'm sorry. So if it is $3,200, here's how you'll divide the among your expenses. So $1,600 would be from needs like basic groceries, housing, and transportation. Are you spending that much on just that?
You're probably spending more than that.
Honestly, let me see. My car, rent.
Yeah, I'm definitely spending on.
I'm probably spending like close to like $1,800 on all that shit.
Yeah, rent, car note, insurance,
and then meals out.
Yeah,
are not. Yo, who the fuck can afford meals out for $960?
That's first of all, that's a nice ass way of living. Like,
right?
Why are you spending more money on wants than you're saving?
Right?
Like that. Like hello.
This is a privileged ass budget.
Yeah, what are you doing?
I need to know because I really love this life. You understand how good your life is? That's you literally eating out with your girlfriend every single week. Actually eating out at least twice or 3 times a week. You think y'all be happier if you took her out more? This budget's literally you taking her out more.
I mean, yeah, she'd be happier, definitely. She's not happy with me at the moment because we don't eat out much anymore. But yeah, I mean but I do feel like, I mean, if you're making that much money, I feel like your saving skills gotta be better, or like something needs to change. If you're only making that much money take home.
Yeah, definitely. And then you got 640. Well, 640. This is my thing, right? This is what I'm starting to realize with saving and being disciplined. You need to have an entertainment budget because the more you the more you entertain yourself, the more you feed yourself, and the more you satisfy yourself emotionally, the less emotionally dumbass decisions you make.
Yeah, so that's why I bought a PlayStation 5 because I spent the money. I was like, let me just buy this. Got my games, and now I'm not spending as much money as I would be because I'm in the house sitting on my ass playing the game.
Because you're stimulated.
Yeah,
you feel good.
Stimulated as hell. Yelling at the TV, scaring my cats, playing that.
Motherfucker.
Wi-Fi going out.
Yeah, so pretty much like how much you spend on groceries?
Okay, so I actually went grocery shopping today. And I was smart. I went to Price Right. I got, stuff for dinner for spaghetti and this African chicken gravy my fiance likes to make. It's amazing. I would say try.
Wait, ain't she like
she's making.
Yeah, why she do African stuff?
We like African food. We like making food from different cultures.
I love African food. I want some peppers.
So
I wanted some pepper soup this morning. So
I can hook you up.
For real?
I can hook you up. I know a lady who makes some. It's amazing. But yeah, are we going monthly or just like weekly groceries? In a month, if I'm going grocery shopping every week, I can easily spend $500, $600, $700 a month
Every week.
No.
Okay, I'm about to say, like, goddamn.
No, absolutely not. That's insane. Like that's a millionaire, and you got like a chef cooking at home for you. Like, no, I'm spending about $700 a month on groceries.
That's still a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot, and that's actual like that's good grocery shopping. Like, that's what me trying to save and stuff like that. Like, it's.
How many kids you got?
I have a son. He doesn't live with me now.
Oh,
yeah.
Damn.
But like, I mean, if you think about it, that's still cheaper than this. But like, it's almost the same as it would be, But like, and like, that's what me going and trying to save as much money as possible. Like, I don't spend $700 a month every single month on groceries. I'm not gonna say that. But like, if I'm doing the actual good grocery shopping where I'm getting like the essentials, like I'm getting milk, cereal, bread, eggs, that's just how much it's gonna cost.
I think I spend, let's say, a week I spend about $50 to $80, and then I might eat out once a week. That's like $30. So I might be spending like $400 to $500 a month just on food.
Now, granted, the expenses are about to get a lot cheaper when it comes to groceries. I won't be, buying as many groceries because I won't have to. So I'll definitely be saving a lot more money on that end. But yeah, it costs. Groceries aren't cheap, and I can only imagine people who have big families how much they're spending on groceries. Yeah, at that point, you just go to Costco or BJ's or something like that.
Yeah, I know somebody with both of their parents have 10. They both have 10 siblings. Can you imagine that? Like having 10 siblings?
I have 2 that I know of. I probably have more. My dad's.
I was just out here just being like, "Yo, who next?"
Yeah, I probably got a couple. I don't know what. So.
All right, but closing question: how can people save more money and be better at shopping in this fluctuating food prices?
So I like for example, I have like where I shop at, I have like a little memberships and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So like they'll have really good sales if you have the membership, and the memberships be free. Like you're not paying like unless you're going to like BJ's or something like that. But if you're going to like if you have to shop at Giant, like if it's the closest thing to you can't go out of your way or whatever. Like you can get the Giant Plus card or whatever it is, and like they have a whole aisle of just stuff that is like on crazy sales. Like it'll be like buy 1 Gatorade, get 4 for free. Like buy this spaghetti, you get another spaghetti for free. This sauce, you get like 2 more sauces for free. All right,
I'll stop there. How much spaghetti can you eat? How many days can you eat spaghetti?
This is funny because I made spaghetti today. And I like to try to make enough for 2 days.
Can't do 3.
I can, but I'm gonna start getting yelled at because like, hello, like
that's not else fucking spaghetti.
Yeah, I mean, like for example, I went food shopping today, and it only cost me $75 today.
For what?
For spaghetti for 2 nights, and our great African chicken gravy for another 2 nights.
Okay, I'm just making sure you didn't spend $70 on spaghetti.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely that better be the best fucking spaghetti I've ever
Absolutely not. The most now when I was shopping at Giant, I did spend $50 on just spaghetti and ingredients, but it was for 2 nights.
Damn.
Yeah, Giant is expensive if you don't use the Plus card. Yeah.
So like, how can they? So just shopping around, you're saying?
Yeah, like I'll just shop around, look at the price tags instead of just grabbing stuff. I know people have preferences of, for example, like what sauce they want to use, or preferences or what brand and stuff they want to use. Like they all taste the same. Like just because you're used to something, like try something else that's cheaper. Put your own seasonings in it. You can save yourself some money.
How long are you keeping these seasons though? How long?
I'm black. I mean, I got seasonings from probably 3 years ago. But we cook more often, so we kind of run out of them. So like we keep updating it. But I mean, there's definitely ways out here to save money. Like it, you know how much money you make after taxes. Like, you know how much you're able to spend. Like, also, it comes to a point where a lot of people live out of their means. You know, just because you have the money don't mean you can afford it. Just because you got $20 to spend don't mean you gotta spend it.
Shit, I just did that today.
Me too, but you know, I made it back. So yeah,
I mean, you got a good union job. You know, y'all get fucked. I'll be getting fucked up and like, yo, have some money like that.
I feel like there needs to be a more of an emphasis on saving. Like in general, like they should start teaching that stuff in high school. Like, at least like
you know what's crazy? Like someone told me this, right? Someone told me you shouldn't focus so much on saving. You should focus on making more. Because so many people aren't making enough and they're just living how they're allowed to live. Like, let's say they're living how they think it's appropriate for them to live. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like someone's told them they shouldn't make that's enough to live on.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. I mean, I've been told that, and I actually lived by that like ideology for a while. Like, not anymore, because I don't, for at least for my life, that's not how it works. So like, yeah, you always want to strive to make more money. Like, to be successful, you can't just be stagnant. You can't. If you want to be successful, like you gotta do more things. You gotta make more money. Like it's 2023. Most people can't live off of one income. You gotta have multiple sources of income.
Yeah, where you're making $20 an hour, you're making like $42,000. For you to even live by yourself, you need to make at least $60,000.
Yeah, like I said earlier, you know, off camera, I do a lot of research on, you know, I've been doing a lot of research on this inflation thing, and you know, the single household income, you know, during and a little bit after the Great Depression was, you know, if you translate it into today's money, it was about $84,000 a year. But today we're making, you know, household income, and back then it was just one person working. Like typically it was the husband working, he was making that money by himself. Now we have a lot of relationships where there's two people working in a home, and together they're making $80,000. It's not enough to live on.
It's not pretty.
It's not. Like, you can't. People, I know a lot of people who make $80,000 a year who are living paycheck to paycheck.
That's just the bare minimum you need to live.
Literally, bare minimum you need to live. Like, if you want a house, like even with rent prices today, like if you want to live like in an okay neighborhood, even in bad neighborhoods, rent's ridiculous for some reason. But if you want to live in an okay neighborhood, have an okay life for your children, like you gotta make money. It has to. Like, I understand. Like, there's people out here who, like, you know, they have that YOLO mentality. Like, I'm just gonna spend the money because they can't take it with me. I can't take it with me when I die. If you're single, okay, cool. But if you got a family, like, no. Like, there's a reason why there's people with generational wealth. There's people with generational poverty.
Yeah, debt. I remember,
yeah,
like,
exactly.
Somebody, I'm not gonna say who in my family, but they're like, I was like, yo, so who are you gonna give the house to if you pass? Like, oh, well, I don't know. Actually, I don't know. I think I might let it go. So they're thinking about letting the house go. I'm like, why?
Nice.
Well, I don't want you guys to have debt. I'm like, well, it'll be cheaper for us to have a house that you already started the process on.
Exactly.
But then I was like, she said, well, I think I'll split it between all of you guys. I'm like, let's see. You can't really always do that because not all your kids are responsible.
No, like if you have a bunch of responsible children who can come together and like, all right, let's fix some stuff up and then sell the house and we split it.
Yeah,
then that's something different. But if you got one child who's like, well, this house it means a lot to me, you know, I just can't let it go. And it's like that kind of stops the process. It's like a union.
Yeah,
like there's a whole negotiation process that has to go on before you can move to the next step. I've learned, and you know, like definitely having a kid changed my outlook on life when it comes to money. You know, it's not just about me at all because I want him, or you know, any children I have in the future to have a better life than what I had growing up. I want them to have a comfortable life. I want them to be able to do whatever they want to do. You know, growing up, I didn't get to do pretty much anything. Like if I want to do sports, maybe you're able to do it. or or I'm gonna go this trip. I don't know if you can go because I don't have it. I don't want my children to ever experience that. I don't want also on the other hand, I don't want my children to not know of like struggle. I'm not saying I want them to struggle, but I want them to understand, like, listen, people are out here actually struggling. Like, they're like, you're fortunate enough to be in a family where you don't have to. But I want there to be an understanding of, like, listen, you're living this lifestyle because of hard work and effort.
I see what you're saying. Like, but I don't think it's wrong for people to have privilege.
No, absolutely. People. I wish I had some of the privileges that people I know growing up.
Some of these parents are there like, well, when I grew up, I was whooped on a chair every night for not doing my homework, and then they took my shoes and had to walk
3 miles to school,
which was the same place.
Yeah,
I got my driver license from moving cows.
Yeah,
and I was like, nah, bro, we don't really. You shouldn't be like trying to make your kids have trauma too, and
no,
a lot of times you got to heal from trauma soul process.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, but I feel like to fix that, we need to bring back, or there needs to be more of an emphasis on two parent households.
I think that too, because like 2-parent households are the functional unit of a community.
Yeah.
If you have a bunch of dysfunctional units of a community, you don't have a community. You just have a bunch of dysfunction.
Yeah, it's like, there's not a lot of, at least in our community, there isn't a lot of
2-parent.
No, I grew up in it, and then like my son's I'm not with his mom, so I mean that's a whole different discussion we can get into a different time. But yeah, now everything's great. I see anytime I want to. Everything's great with that now. Now it is. But he's a result of 2 immature adults having 2 children having children. I was an adult, but I was a child.
Oh,
mentally. I had him when I was 20.
Oh, dang.
He was born. I was 20 when he was born.
Damn.
Yeah. So
that's young.
Yep. Yeah, definitely. I was pretty. I wasn't good at making decisions. I'm better now. Not the best, but I was not good at all.
Well, any closing remarks?
Inflation isn't going to drop, anytime soon. That's just how it is. We're being told inflation is getting lower. It's getting lower. Overall, it's not. Like I was saying, the prices of cars and interest rates have gone up. Prices of houses, interest rate has gone up. Like I said, a good interest rate on a home nowadays is 8% on a home in 2023. It's ridiculous.
I don't know if I want to pay that.
I don't know if I want to pay it either, but it's probably going to get worse. So a bad deal to us now, 3 years from now, might have been a great deal. Yeah, so you gotta look around. You gotta look around.
Damn, man.
Yeah. So urge people to save money, save as much money as you can. And don't have that YOLO mentality, because
don't have the YOLO, because you never know when it can get worse and make more money.
Yeah, you never know. Save your money. Have an emergency fund. And your emergency fund isn't just $1,000, which most people think it is. Your emergency fund is at least 3 months of your expenses saved up. So if shit hits the fan, you got at least 3 months of a cushion.
Damn. You know what's fucked up though? Closing thought. They said statistically everyone's $300 away from being financially in danger. Like, they literally from not paying their rent. If someone lost $300, they literally lose back
That's wild.
$300. Just $300.
Yeah.
But with that, I bid you adieu. Have a good night, y'all. Peace out. Thank you for watching, and comment in the section, and make sure you like, follow, subscribe. Appreciate you.